I'm happy I could show you just how beautiful reading truly is. Thanks, I guess. You know, even if things are the way they are, you and Sam are like a wonderful family to be... Family? Was I just friend-zoned? This early on, she's like, oh, you're like a brother to me. Oh, well, Chad have already suggested a few times that, Sam and I should get it on, so she can just join in or something. What a horrible thought. I'm so sorry to dump all of this on you, Steve. I'm sure you're not interested in the ramblings of an old woman. It's fine, and you're not that old. You flatter me too much, yes. You're not that old. Christ. You're like 35, and you're trying to say that you're 50. Better ways to compliment a woman. I just tell it like I see it. But either way, you should probably go back home. I'm sure Sam will be waiting for you. Yeah, okay. Alright. Dinner tonight was especially awkward. I'm not really sure what to say to Uncle, now that I know. Is something wrong, Steve? You've been quiet all night. We should have really have guessed this beforehand. Why it's a surprise is beyond me. I picked a pile of mashed potatoes on my plate with a fork a bit. Yeah, everything's fine. Somehow I find that hard to believe. What happened? He's a good reading of character. Steve, you can't hide anything from Uncle Sam. I spoke to Marianne today. She told me about your health. I see. Marianne always did care for me. I suppose it's cruel to ask her to keep quiet about my circumstances. Although he looks honestly just horrified and betrayed. So what's going on? I mean, she didn't give me the details. I'm just not as strong as I used to be. Last summer I had a mild heart attack. That's a little more than I'm not as strong as I used to be. You had a heart attack. Is he going to die at the end of this? Am I going to have to say calling it already? You had a heart attack? It wasn't a very serious one, but I've had to take it easy since then. Problem is, I can't produce as much anymore, so I can't afford to keep my hired hands. It's something of a downward spiral from there. Why didn't you tell me? Would it have mattered? You shouldn't treat this old man any different, heart attack or not. Really? It makes me think twice about asking for a wage. Well, yeah, but it would have helped to know. And why is that? Say you feel guilty for being rude to him now. Say you care about him because he's family. I care about you because you're family. We haven't learned that much quite yet. You're family. Do I need to reason more than that? You barely knew I existed a couple of weeks ago. Well, yeah, but I still care, you know. I suppose you do have a point. I certainly wouldn't have taken in a lazy bones like you if you weren't family. He has a good way of telling it as it is. I say good. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Lazy bones? I can't really argue with that one. Yeah, again, what's his second week of being here, and I'm already repenting. I've seen the light in Jesus and such. Thankfully, you've gotten a lot better since you first came here. Ah, you really think so? I can tell you're working hard on that plot of land, and you don't look so gloomy anymore either. Well, believe it or not, I actually like being here now. Huh, that's the spirit. Now, hurry along to bed and stop worrying about this old man. My ticker's still ticking, and that garden won't weed itself. Not that I ever do it, because I'm too busy focusing on my own plot of land. And so another day ends. That it does. Right, how much shit have we got? Oh god, okay, so first of all, parasites in sort of an odd way. Just check for more parasites. Probably best to do that now. Harvest and sell. Harvest and sell. I'm bringing in the monies. We'll water the plants and then stop working. See, the thing is, I find if we don't go and see Susanna, then we kind of don't have stuff to farm, so we have to see Susanna. It's a shame. Oh well, we're not ending up on her path anyway, what do I care? I've had to quit working early today, I really couldn't stand it anymore. You say that like all the time, and it's never the case. It's a beautiful day, so I decided to head out for a jog. Okay, this is where we get to meet Clara a bit more. You never know, I might actually like her more than Marianne. I head down the dirt road in front of Uncle's house, past another farm. That must be where Clara lives. Well done you. There's a path nearby that looks like a good place to jog. There we are. Hey Steve, heading out for a jog? Sure am, it's a nice enough day. Mind if I join you? I could really use a jogging partner. Jogging partner? Yeah, I hear it's good for you, but I can't find anyone who wants to. Yeah, they're too busy working. on farms. You're too busy moaning and jogging. Seems like somewhat counterproductive. I mean, you could just, like, graze the farm and, you know, carry this massive, what do I even call it? The things which make lines in farms. Carry one of those around your neck and just start jogging. It won't choke you, you'll be fine. Not even Jacob wants to, and he's crazy about me. Who is Jacob? Just this guy who helps out Dad. I'm not saying Daddy. Dad once in a while. I'm middle class, I'm not upper class. I've never had a family member going to Eton. He asked me out once, but I said no. Why? Because I can. That's cold. If he cares that much, he'll be back. Anyway, are we gonna jog or what? She does come across as very likeable. Clara takes off down the road and I race after her. No matter how hard I try, she manages to stay a couple steps ahead of me the entire time. I guess she's had more experience than me. As we finish the jog, I drag myself along the final few steps before reaching her house. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Are you sure about that? Hey, I've seen worse. Come by any time you're interested in jogging with me. Hey, come over to my house and we can do exercise. That sounds horrible. I don't think I want to do that again for a long time. Wow. Still trying to get used to being here. There's that music again. Okay, what am I going to do this week? We need to go to the flower shop because we need some more, you know, stuff. We'll buy some more stuff this time because we're kind of running out last time. What's our health like? Oh my god, it's awful. It is so bad. I feel we don't actually have to... it's probably best because that's the day after I put all this shit on. If I stay home here... I'm not leaving myself a lot of time to work. I don't know what, really. Staying home is... just... oh god, no, yeah, okay, we want to relax. I almost fucked that completely. We might put one in running for now, and then another one in, like... no, okay, work and then running here. I think that's fine. Our health is looking awful. That's how bad jogging was for us. And so another week begins. Yes, yes, I've learned that, thank you. Okay. How much is everything? One day. You see what I mean? I'm gonna have no plants left. I'm gonna have 2 plants. Alright, water plants. I think we just checked for parasites, didn't we? There's absolutely fuck all. Okay, awesome. Stop working. We can harvest everything tomorrow and it will look glorious. I stopped by the flower shop to help Susanna out of the garden. That is not the reason I'm coming by here, but we wanna get money, and it's easy money. Thanks for coming out to help me, Steve. My pleasure. It's a bit difficult, so I managed not to hurt any of the flowers in Susanna's garden. Was there anything you wanted to buy? Oh, yes, it's short. Thank God for that. Bye. Oh, my... we can't buy a lot of stuff. Peas, tomatoes, pumpkins, strawberries, peas. Yeah, that's good enough. 5, 4... yeah, good enough. That's all I could possibly need. I'm not going to put that all down at once as well, because it would be a nightmare. And so another day ends. That it does. Tuesday morning. Yeah, you see what I mean? If we start putting everything down at once, that'd be shocking. Harvest, shit. Your water levels are fine. Deal with it. Are we working again today? I don't know. I'm so worn out today, I think I've been overworking myself. As much as I'd really like to do something, I really need a break. I spend the rest of the day sleeping and recouping my strength. And so another day ends. Yes, okay, so... when are we working again? I don't remember. Okay. It doesn't look too appetizing, that. I mean... it looked like the plant just went, fuck it, can't be bothered. And just stopped caring. Alright, let's put a few things down. Tomatoes, strawberries, and water. See, I'm the greatest farmer. Now I'm thinking about it. Old game here. This is going to take a heck of a memory for some people, and it's quite niche as well. What was your uncle called in Sims Busting Out? It's a Game Boy Advance game, because I'm pretty sure you're sent to his farm, and I'm pretty sure he's called Uncle Sam as well. That could be one hell of a coincidence. He might not even be called Uncle Sam. Oh, God, I've got to look that up now, haven't I? No. Game at hand, Tenarium, game at hand. I drop by the library to say hi to Marianne, check out some books and hear some of her latest poetry. It's dreadful. I mean, really good. Welcome back, Steve. Make yourself at home. Thanks. It was really hard to concentrate today, even though I enjoy reading. I guess it can get tiring after a while. Yeah, that's the attitude to have. And so another day ends. I love what this says that every time. Oh my God, the parasites! No, we can't be having that. Are you ready to harvest yet? Oh, fuck's sake, clearly not. Pumpkins, strawberries. Do we have enough time for one else? No, we don't. Water it is. Bam. I can't remember when it is we're working. I can't believe I slept all afternoon, but man, I feel much, much better now. Did I choose to relax 2 days? Oh, wow. What a lazy little bastard I am. Alright, clean up. Harvest. Clean. We've got time to put down one plant. You know what, fuck it, we'll put down another one. I don't care. Strawberries! And then we'll water them all next time. I don't need to water them every time I'm there. Oh, I'm working this afternoon. Okay, awesome. Tomatoes, pumpkins, and we'll put down one more. Check for parasites. You can never be too sure. Water the plants. Bam. We are going to have such a hard time maintaining that. Actually, that's not too bad. I'm just looking over everything, making sure we don't have any parasites. Those damn cockroaches, as I think Tony Montana once famously said. Damn pumpkins. Water plants. Stop working. Yes, exactly. Right. We were going jogging today, weren't we? I stopped by Clara's place and knock on the door. Hey, Steve, ready to run? You bet. I tried to keep up, but it's hard work keeping up pace with a girl like her. I decide to just walk the final stretch while she runs ahead of me, laughing. Still trying to get used to being here. Still? Okay. Well, what am I going to do this week? Okay. We're going to take... Do we need anything more from the flower shop? No, we don't. We'll go to the library one more time. I don't think we need double work. So I'm going to put library here. We just want... Alright, come on. We have 8 weeks left. We can't dilly-dally about with different people. We're going to work. Our health is still not looking brilliant. And so another week begins. I might at some point do other parts on stream. Because that always generally goes down well. Right. There are shit which... I mean, look at this. A tomato tree, apparently. It's fucking growing apples. Whatever. Am I feeling brave enough to go and, put down more stuff or not? I don't think I am. Alright, we'll put down one more. Alright, we'll put down 2 more. I hear you, comment section. Pressuring me! We're going to be so rich, and, we have no reason to hoard all this money as well. What were we doing? Went to the library, weren't we? I went to the library to find Marianne writing furiously across a wrinkled piece of paper. Marianne? Paper! Marianne holds out her hand, not bothering to look up at me. I glance around, looking for paper. The floor around her desk is littered with random scraps of paper, all covered in writing. This would be a very sort of awkward librarian to have around. Yes, hang on, I'll be with you in a second. I'm just writing down. Fetch me paper, why don't you? Etc. I dig around in my pockets and pull out an old receipt from Susanna's place. Is this okay? She snatches it up from me and begins scrawling across the back. For a few seconds, I stand still staring at her. The scratching of her pen on the paper is the only sound in the library. I bend down to pick up a sheet of paper, unfolding it to look at the writing. Drop it! Right. Is this poetry which isn't good enough and I'm not allowed to look at it? Will I be told off if I look at it? What? I quickly toss the paper back onto the floor. With a flourish, she scribbles out a final line on the paper. She leans back in her chair and lets out a huge sigh of relief. Finally. Marianne, you okay? You know, having one of those artistic visions that people say they have now and again. I see a canvas and I just must paint on it, and it turns out it's like a fucking wall, and he's only armed with eggs. She closes her eyes and sighs again. She sounds content. I'm fine, Steve. Sorry if I frightened you. I just had a sudden inspiration for a poem and I started running out of paper. Oh, God. Am I going down the path of someone who finds inspiration in poems? And has creative... Oh, God, we might actually have to change path again.